Hello, class, and welcome to the University of Maryland Global Campus and PACE 111S, Program and Career Exploration in the Health Sciences. We're very happy to have you joining the UMGC community. My name is Steve Young. I'm going to be serving as your instructor in this course, also your guide and facilitator through the course content. I wanted to provide you just an overview about me. I am a first-generation college student. When I started college many years ago, I was the first in my family to go to college. So for me, I can really relate to many of my students that I work with and who might also be first-generation college students. I'm a pre-diabetic. I am a green commuter, which means that I get around pretty much solely on my feet, using my feet, bike, or public transportation. I actually don't even own a car. A couple months ago, I made the decision to donate my car to veterans. So I have been living without a car now for probably about 4 months now, and I'm very happier because of it. I live here in College Park, Maryland, which is the home of the University of Maryland College Park. And you can see there, my full-time gig is an advisor and instructor in the psychology department. I'm originally from Eastern Pennsylvania, a small town called Northampton, which is just outside of the Lehigh Valley, Allentown, Bethlehem, Easton area. Pre-COVID, one of my favorite things to do was to volunteer in DC at the International Spy Museum right by L'Enfant Plaza. And of course, everyone knows that the Smithsonian right off of the National Mall. But unfortunately, due to COVID, I have not been doing that for about a year now. Now, what are you going to learn in this course? Why does this course matter? Well, first off, learning how to learn. As silly as that sounds, there are a lot of different learning styles out there. And there are a lot of different approaches that you can take to your college coursework, whether you have a fixed or growth mindset. So we're going to acquaint you with some of the learning styles and strategies to help you succeed. Also related to success is learning how to develop an academic and graduation plan. So you may be transferring in coursework, you may be coming back to college after a long or lengthy absence, you may just be starting college for the first time, and that's perfectly fine. Regardless, we want to teach you how to develop an academic and graduation plan. We want you already thinking about that goal of getting that degree. We want you to have that vision already planted in your mind that, yes, I am going to forge ahead, and yes, there are going to be obstacles. Yes, there are going to be challenges, but I am going to persevere. I am going to be resilient. So we're going to help you develop a graduation plan that will get you to your outcome goal of earning your degree. The next item there is for whatever field of study under the health sciences you're considering, and that it could be anything from biotechnology to nursing to health services administration to psychology, environmental management, political science. Regardless of your field of study, we're going to get you acquainted with researching potential career paths that relate to that field of study. And it's very important, especially to me as the guide and facilitator for this course, that we really acquaint you with the resources and services to be successful. I think that's so vital to any college student's pathway forward. Mine included as a first-generation student. I would have loved a course like this that acquainted me with different resources and services that can help me develop and succeed as a student. We're going to talk a little bit about self-management and managing distractions. So as we all know, we all have distractions in our lives. And as much as we hate to say it like this, sometimes even our family can be distractions. We love our family very much, but they can sometimes be distractions. So we're going to have a group project actually focusing on distractions and solutions to those distractions. How can you effectively manage those distractions? And then finally, we're going to touch on professional networking and how you can use professional networking to leverage your career. So you'll do an informational interview, conduct an informational interview with a professional that is already in your field of study. So how can I help you, or how will I help you in this course? What can you expect from me as your instructor? So I, again, see myself wearing a number of different hats in this as your instructor. So more importantly, a guide, facilitator, coach, and mentor. You'll find that I am very effective at encouraging my students. There are going to be points maybe where you get discouraged, and that's where you want to reach out to me for some help and for some guidance, or maybe just simply for a pep talk. And you can also use each other for a support system in this course. I found in the past when I've taught this course that's been very effective when students are relying on each other, whether it's through the discussion forum, or when you do your group project, you really will get to know some of the other students in this course. And that's very important, that there is safety in numbers and really having that support system established. We'll actually talk about support system a little bit in week 1 when I posted my discussion for week number 1 already, where I talk about my support system that I have in my life. You'll find that I will acknowledge and respect your effort and progress. So it's not to say that you're going to get 100% on all of the learning events for this course, but what you will find is that I will acknowledge and respect the life experience that you bring to this course and the learning events that you'll be asked to complete in this course. And the next one, positive language, encouraging ideas, and a supportive tone in my interactions with you. Absolutely. So I give personalized feedback to students on learning events, assignments, assessments. And part of that feedback is letting you know what's going right, letting you know your strengths. And really feeding into those strengths, I think, is important for you as a student. But it's also important to let you know, it's important for us to let ourselves know what are some areas that we can work on. What can we enhance for our next discussion or for the next assignment? And I will be responding objectively and professionally to any issues or concerns you have in this course. So it's important that you do approach me with questions that you might have or concerns that you might have. We'll be doing what's called instructor connections twice in this course, meaning we'll be setting up a short Zoom meeting for me to connect with you and you to connect with me as to how are things going, to do a status check on the course on your first session at UMGC. We want to make sure that you're not feeling marginalized. You want to make sure that you're feeling good about your first session at UMGC and that you're progressing at the pace that you want to be progressing at. Just some quick tips for your success as a student, as a UMG student. As I mentioned already, ask questions. It's really important to ask questions throughout the course. I found the upper right one there to be very helpful for me in college, is to break assignments down into smaller tasks. It can be overwhelming when you look at that syllabus for the first time. The syllabus is kind of a learning contract or learning expectations for the course. What's going to be expected of you, and what rights do you have as a student, and what can you expect from me as your instructor for this course? So it is kind of that contract between the instructor and the students. But you want to not get what I call syllabus shock, where you're you're looking at all that you have to do for this course and the other courses that you're enrolled in. You want to break your assignments down into smaller, more easily manageable tasks. And have a growth mindset. So knowing that there is always room for improvement, that we're not fixed, that we can grow, we can learn, we can develop. Find meaning in the content of your courses, particularly PACE 111S I'm referring to here. Try to relate the content of this course to your life, to your personal and your professional life. And with that being said, I was a little bit long-winded here, so I apologize. But I want to thank you again for your attention in watching or listening to this video. Any questions, comments, or concerns you have, you can contact me at my email address there, stephen.young@faculty.umgc.edu. By the way, you can call me Steve. I go by Steve. You don't have to call me Mr. or Professor. Feel free to address me as Steve. And then I have my cell phone number there, 484-764-0195. I ask that you only use this cell phone if you need to urgently get in touch with me about something, or if there's an emergency or something. I find that I respond really quicker to the email and such. So thank you again. I am so excited to have the opportunity to be part of your first session at UMGC and this course. I look forward to all of our communications and adventures throughout the session. Have a great day.